Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, 780, 56, check 56. Kill. 20. Kill, turn up.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Marcus, defense, Marcus. Great. SOS.
Off play action. Newton. Incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
36.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Check.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
56.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
Back to throw, Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Newton on 1st down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike 28. Silver. Hey! Number 28, Mike. Zoom. Check in.
Again, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Mike 28. Squeeze, double. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. 20. Take me. Hayward. Mike 28. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let it in. Run left. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Wall. Get wall. Rush in. Good job right there. Good touch.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Slam. Get up for Alert.
They go read option with Wilson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Get in the weight room. One left.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Rosa's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on second down, Newton. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
20.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
14.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go play action with Wilson.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check, crunch. Watch the shit.
Here's Elliott. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are you going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On the ground, it's Mack. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check. Bang. Eight. Check safety.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Get ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing.
Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watch the run. Switch it.
On third down, Elliott. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now Newton. He gets it in the hands of Geis. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watch the slap. He's coming. We got double.
Newton on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 45.
On first down, it's Newton. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Elliott. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
42 the mark, boy. 42.
Now Wilson to throw on third down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Able to find his running back, Geis. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spent.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing is Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Newton. Now he's forced out left. Open man is Samuel, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Brian Burns yards. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. This will be caught by Brown, and he'll be out right at the 35. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson now to throw on third down. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Friday.
Now Wilson on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds.